Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld to smash gangland comes
the mysterious, all-powerful character who is a problem to the police, but a crusader for law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone, but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask and a suit of impenetrable blue chain armor, flexible as silk, but stronger than steel.
Today's transcribed episode of the Fox feature, The Blue Beetle, is entitled The Dancing Ghosts of Rocky Hills. Perched high on a rocky crag overlooking the ocean, not many miles from York City, sits Gray Craig's Manor. Surrounded by high stone walls, the large house dominates an estate of some 300 acres in Rocky Hills, Eastchester County. Residents of Rocky Hills say the place is haunted. Some claim to have seen, from a distance on moonlight nights, the shadowy figures of dancers in the ballroom of the east wing of the manor. As our story opens today, Patrolman Dan Garrett, who is really the Blue Beetle, little realizes that his next adventure will take him to Gray Craig's Manor. He is talking with his friend, Dr. Franz, in the little apothecary shop.
Danny, here's an item I clipped out of the personal column of the Chronicle this morning.
Addressed to the Blue Beetle.
I thought you'd be interested.
Somebody's kidding the Blue Beetle.
You think so?
Yeah, listen. Attention, Blue Beetle. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and scared the poor girl away. Why should anyone address nursery rhymes to me?
There's a secret message in cipher concealed in that nursery rhyme.
Are you serious, Doc?
Yes. I deciphered it just before you came in.
Oh, what's the message, Doc? How were you able to solve it?
Well, the difference in size of type used throughout the rhyme gave me a clue. The young lady has evidently been reading Francis Bacon.
Young lady?
Yes, young lady.
Well, this begins to look like a romantic adventure. And what makes you think she's been reading Francis Bacon?
Well, he used to write many of his plays and poems in cipher similar to this.
That's very interesting. What method did you evolve from this nursery doggerel, Doc?
Well, here it is, deciphered. Young heiress in dire distress. Only Blue Beetle can help. Come alone, midnight, Gray Craig's Manor. Urgent.
Gray Craig's Manor. That's out at Rocky Hill.
Yes, the place is supposed to be haunted.
It sounds like a trap for the Blue Beetle, but it's certainly intriguing.
Yes, isn't it?
I think I'll take a run out there now and look the place over by daylight.
Oh, why don't you? But be careful, Danny. That section used to be infested with bootleggers and rum runners during Prohibition. It's along the seashore, lots of coves and inlets with rocky cliffs overhanging the sea.
Sounds interesting.
Are you planning on taking Officer Mannigan with you?
Oh, poor Mike's laid up with a bad case of poison ivy.
That's tough on Mike.
Yes, the old warhorse is champing at the bit. I'm going to drop by and see him.
Well, tell him I hope he'll be back on the job again soon.
I will. Goodbye, Doc. See you later.
Check the roll, buddy.
No, I have plenty of oil, thanks. What do I owe you?
$1.
There you are.
Thanks.
By the way, who lives in that old mansion up on the hill, overlooking the ocean there?
Mostly ghosts, buddy.
Don't tell me you believe in ghosts.
Well, I don't know. Some folks in the village here claim to have heard music and seen figures dancing in the ballroom as they walked along the road.
Hasn't anyone visited the place?
Nobody around here. There's a guy with a club foot on guard at the entrance to the estate. Sort of a caretaker. He don't let nobody in.
Doesn't anybody live in the manor house?
Yeah, there's a young girl, Rosalie Greenhole, and her aunt just moved in. She inherited the place, I heard.
Yeah, that's so. How recently did they move in?
About a week ago.
Ever see them?
Sure. They drive by here every day in an old-fashioned carriage drawn by a couple of swell-looking horses.
Who drives them?
An old man in an old-fashioned coachman's uniform.
You're sure they're not all ghosts?
Well, sure I'm sure. Why, Joe Digby on the corner there sells them groceries and things. He says the coachman does all the ordering. The girl and her aunt don't talk to nobody. They're kind of snooty, Joe says.
Well, that's very interesting. I've got to get along. Ghosts or no ghosts, a fellow's got to make a living.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Well, so long, buddy, and stay away from haunted houses.
Well?
I was wondering if I could drive through the gates there and up to the manor house. I'm a camera fiend, and I'd like to take some shots of the house and the ocean.
Ain't no one allowed on the grounds. Owner's orders.
No. Well, you suppose if I phoned up to the house from your lodge there, the owners would give me permission to take some pictures?
Ain't got no phone.
What are those wires running up the road there?
Them's electric light wires.
I see. Well, thanks for the information.
Oh, excuse me, stranger. My alarm clock's going off. Must have set it wrong this morning.
Hello. That you, Clubfoot? This is Blackie. What's that? Some guy wanted to take pictures of the place. Wasn't a harness wall, was it? Ah, all right. Now listen. The girl got a message out to the Blue Beetle somehow. The old man's lawyer saw it in the newspaper. Be on the lookout for the Blue Beetle. With the spider wires, too. Okay. So tomorrow, Spider's taking a suitcase of the queer over to Mac at Hastings when he takes the girl and the rat out for a drive. Right. Well, take care of things. Goodbye.
Midnight. I wonder if the Blue Beetle got my... What's that noise? Oh,
Good evening. Or should I say good morning?
the Blue Beetle.
Yes, the Blue Beetle. You sent for me. Here I am.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm in such trouble and so frightened. Will you help me?
The Blue Beetle is always ready to help anyone in distress.
I didn't know what to do. You were the only one I felt could help me. I'm watched every minute. This place, it's so spooky. It terrifies me.
Then why do you stay here?
I must. By the terms of my late uncle's will, I have to remain here until I'm 21 in order to inherit the money that goes with this place.
That's a strange condition to put in a will. Who lives here with you?
My maiden aunt, Uncle Nathaniel's sister, Abigail.
If you're watched the way you say you are, how did you get the message in the Chronicle?
Well, I wrote a note to the Chronicle, enclosed some money with it in a stamped envelope, and addressed it, and dropped it outside of Digby's grocery store yesterday, hoping that someone would find it and mail it.
Well, what goes on here? Why all the secrecy?
Well, I don't know exactly, but I've seen some of the strangest men around here. I've heard the gatekeeper call our coachman Spider, and I heard Spider call the gatekeeper Clubfoot. Mr. Jasper, that's Uncle's lawyer, says that they're old retainers of Uncle Nathaniel's. The others, he says, are workmen hired to fix the place, but they seem to work only at night.
What's that music?
That's one of the things that frightens me. It's so ghostly. It comes from the other wing of the house.
Have you ever been in that part of the house, Miss Greenhold?
No. No, the door to that wing is locked, and I'm not permitted to go there. Mr. Jasper says that Uncle wanted that wing kept sacred to memories of his only love. A girl he met at a dance in the ballroom there one moonlit night. She died the night they were to be married.
I'd like to get over there and make a little investigation.
Well, I can show you the iron door that leads to that wing of the house, but you'll find it's locked.
The Blue Beetle carries master keys to all locks. Let's have a look.
Here you are. Right through here. Now down this passageway. Here we are. That's the door to the east wing.
Now we'll just try these keys. No, not that one. Here's one that looks as if it might fit. There we are.
Look. Look there. There's shadows of dancers on the wall, but no sound of voices. It's uncanny. It must be...
Ghosts. I've always wanted to meet a ghost. You stay here. I'd better lock this door after me.
Oh, no, please take me with you, Blue Beetle. I'm afraid to be left alone here.
No. You'll be safer in your part of the house. I'll be back as soon as I've had a look around.
The Blue Beetle walks into the trap. Down you go into the prison pit with the ghost of the departed pirate captain. So you wanted to meet a ghost? Well, you'll meet plenty down there.
Blue Beetle! Blue Beetle, what's happened to you? What's happened to the Blue Beetle?
What has happened to the Blue Beetle? Who are the strange people who have made Gray Crag's Manor their headquarters? Can the Blue Beetle extricate himself and solve the mystery of the dancing ghosts of Rocky Hills? These questions will be dramatically answered in the next transcribed episode of The Blue Beetle. Copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine and the Blue Beetle magazine. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspapers. And don't forget to listen in to The Blue Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld to smash gangland comes
the mysterious, all-powerful character who is a problem to the police, but a crusader for law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone, but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask and a suit of impenetrable blue chain armor, flexible as silk, but stronger than steel.
Today's transcribed episode of the Fox feature, The Blue Beetle, is the second part of the story entitled The Dancing Ghosts of Rocky Hills. In the previous episode, the Blue Beetle, through the personal column of the Chronicle, receives a call for aid from the new heiress at haunted Gray Crag's Manor at Rocky Hills. Rumor has it that on moonlit nights, ghostly figures dance in the ballroom of Gray Crag's Manor. The heiress, a young girl, Rosalie Greenhold, and her maiden aunt are closely guarded by two persons, a man called Spider, who serves as coachman, and a man with a club foot who claims to have been gatekeeper for the late owner, Nathaniel Greenhold. Entering the manor at midnight, the Blue Beetle talks secretly with Rosalie Greenhold. As the episode ended, the Blue Beetle was investigating the dancing ghost phenomenon when a trap door suddenly opened in front of him, and he was catapulted into a deep dungeon. As our story opens today, a Mr. Jasper, attorney for the estate, is talking with Blackie, whom the police suspect of being a desperate criminal.
Oh, look, Blackie, suppose you let me handle this situation. After all, I'm the attorney for old man Greenhold's estate and sole executor of the will.
But the girl, Jasper. The girl. She'll have the cops on our necks.
I can handle her.
But something's got to be done to keep her quiet. After all, she got a message through to the Blue Beetle.
And he's lying at the bottom of the pit where pirates used to throw their victims.
But is he dead?
Oh, the chances are his neck's broken, thanks to the spider.
But suppose he ain't dead or injured.
Well, he's securely locked in. Double locks and an iron door.
Well, I'll feel better if I went out and had a look for myself.
Well, that's all right, but do it under cover of darkness.
What about the girl?
I'll fake a message from the Blue Beetle and see that she gets it. She'll think he escaped and is coming back. That'll keep her quiet for a few days until you can move your plates and presses to some other location. They've been there long enough. The place is getting hot.
Someone's going to get wise to those phony ghosts and start investigating.
That's right. But by the terms of Nathaniel Greenhold's will, his niece Rosalie must live at the manor until she's 21.
And if she don't?
Then the whole estate, including a fortune in stocks and bonds, goes to charity.
With you as executor of the estate, it'll be slim pickings for charity.
I see. We understand each other. You've shared your counterfeiting profits with me. I'll share the estate with you. You get your counterfeiting equipment away from there, and we'll put on a haunted house campaign that will scare Rosalie Greenhold and her old maid aunt clear out of the state.
Well, just one key left to try. None of the others will fit. There. That's got it. Lucky I landed on my feet in this pit. No. The Blue Beetle's free of his prison. Hope no one heard me. I'd like to catch whoever's running this show off guard. There's a door. I'll try that. Stone stairway. The light at the top of it. Well, here goes.
I say, Blackie's taking an awful chance keeping this place as headquarters.
Yeah, it was okay for turning out this kind of dough until that dame came to live here. Them dancers upstairs throwing shadows on the windows sure scared folks away from this place.
Here, file these bills in the suitcase with the others.
Okay. Well, I'll take it. It's probably Crump put down the gate. Hello? Yeah, Spider's here. Just a minute. It's for you, Spider.
Hello? What? Blackie says dismantle the press? Yes. What? Good, yes. Okay. Yes, I got you. Huh? Deliver the fake do-re-mi to the laundry in Hastings when I take the girl and her aunt for a drive in the morning.
So that's how it's done.
Goodbye.
Well, the Blue Beetle will spoil that little game. But first, I'll have a look upstairs and see what makes the ghosts dance.
Well, I took your aunt's place on the drive this morning because I wanted to have a talk with you, Rosalie.
What about?
I don't think you trust me, my dear.
Why should I? I'm not permitted to have friends at the manor nor to visit outside places alone.
Those were your uncle's orders, Rosalie. After all, he wanted to protect you from fortune-hunting men and social parasites who might take advantage of your trusting nature when you came into your fortune.
But what about all those strange goings-on at the manor? Why, last night something terrible happened at...
What about last night? What happened?
Oh, I shouldn't have said anything.
Now, is there something you've been keeping from me, Rosalie? After all, your uncle trusted me. Why shouldn't you?
Well, last night, the Blue Beetle...
The Blue Beetle? Why, now, that's very interesting, because I clipped this out of the paper this morning. You may be the Rosalie this was addressed to. Now, here, read it.
To Rosalie. Had strange experience last night with ghosts, but am safe now. Advise you leave Manor as soon as possible. Signed, the Blue Beetle. Oh, I knew I was right. That terrible place. I won't stay there another night.
Well, here we are at the laundry, Mr. Jasper. Shall I take the bag of wash in, sir?
Yes, take it in. But be sure to get a receipt, Spider.
Yes, sir.
Just a moment there. I'd like to have a look at that bag.
Now, what's the idea of this? Who are you?
I'm the sheriff of Eastchester County. I've had a telephone call to be on the lookout for you folks.
Why, this is an outrage. We're respectable citizens. This young lady is the owner of Gray Craig's Manor, and I'm her attorney.
Oh, well, then you won't mind my looking into this suitcase to make sure it's full of dirty clothes and not...
Spider, drive on. We'll not stand for this outrage.
Touch those horses, and I'll touch this trigger. Now, we'll have a look in that suitcase. Money. Counterfeit. The Blue Beetle was right.
The Blue Beetle?
Yes, the Blue Beetle. He phoned me an hour ago.
Mr. Jasper, what does this mean?
Well, somebody must have switched suitcases on us. Well, this is a frame-up.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'd say you two were in a tough spot.
Oh, I demand to see your warrant, Sheriff. I stand on my constitutional rights. As a practicing attorney, my advice to you is...
As a practicing sheriff, my advice to you, Mr. Attorney, is get a good lawyer.
Clubfoot's on the phone, Blackie.
Okay. Hello? What? The ghosts are dancing up at Gray Craig's. But it's only midday. Where's Spider? All right, phone up to Slim and tell him to stop the dancers. What? What's that? Slim doesn't answer. Something's gone haywire. You lock the gate and stand guard. I'll be out there pronto. Goodbye. I wonder where Slim is.
I don't know. Ain't nobody around.
Well, somebody shut off the mechanism of the dancing ghosts.
Yeah, we better have our gats ready.
You follow me and keep your eyes open. Nobody here.
I don't see no one. Something about this business don't smell right to me.
Look at that closet there. Someone may be hiding. Easy now.
Look!
Slim, bound and gagged.
I wonder who done this, Blackie.
The Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Yes, the Blue Beetle. Save your foot. I'll take that gun, Blackie.
Oh, no, you won't, Blue Beetle.
Oh, yes, I will. That takes care of Mr. Blackie. Now, Mr. Clubfoot, I hate to sock a cripple, but drop that gun or I'll...
Okay, Blue Beetle, you win.
Well, that's better. I'll just tie you up for safekeeping. The police will need you.
What for? The cops ain't got nothing on me.
Perhaps not. But I'm sure they'll want you to demonstrate those mechanical dancing dolls upstairs that threw ghostly shadows on the windows of the old ballroom. Sorry I can't stay for the final curtain, but I'll read about it in tomorrow's papers. The Blue Beetle's job is done. The dancing ghosts of Rocky Hills will dance no more at Gray Craig's Manor.
And so another gang of criminals was rounded up and brought to justice by the Blue Beetle. But Officer Manigan couldn't make the arrest because of being laid up with poison ivy. The moral of this story is, deception can never win for long. Truth will always triumph in the end. Also, as Officer Manigan would say, stay away from poison ivy. What new adventures await the Blue Beetle in his unceasing crusade against crime? This question will be answered in the next transcribed episode of The Blue Beetle. Copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine and the Blue Beetle magazine. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspapers. And don't forget to listen in to The Blue Beetle.
Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld to smash gangland comes the mysterious, all-powerful character who is a problem to the police, but a crusader for law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone, but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask and a suit of impenetrable blue chain armor, flexible as silk, but stronger than steel.
Today's episode of the Fox feature, The Blue Beetle, is entitled Two Rackets in One. Like all rackets, the trucking racket and the poultry racket are made possible by the connivance of dishonest politicians with underworld crooks. At present, York City is faced with two wars, a trucking war and a poultry war. Tribute is levied against all out-of-town trucking concerns who wish to deliver goods in York City by a group of racketeers calling themselves the Modern Truckers Protective Association. Also, all trucking concerns are warned particularly against hauling poultry to or from certain poultry dealers who are not members of the Metropolitan Poultry Dealers Protective Association, another racket. As our story opens, Dan Garrett, who is really the Blue Beetle, is cruising around with Officer Mike Manigan in the police car.
I hate driving along under the elevated.
Yeah, me too. You can't tell when some skiddery female decides to cross against the light.
Not much room to swerve, and those L-pillars don't give an inch when you hit them.
Hey, look at that truck ahead. Oh, boy, what a smash-up. Park the car, Danny, while I run ahead and see if anybody's hurt.
Right, Mike. I'll be right with you.
Come on now. Here, stand back now. Stand back. Stand back. Let's have a look. Hey, who's that lying there?
That's the driver of the truck. Yeah, he turned out to avoid hitting a pedestrian.
And got it himself. Oh, he's in pretty bad shape. Some of you phone City Hospital for the ambulance. I'll make it snappy.
I'll go, officer. There's a phone in my store.
The water,
Thank you, lady.
I'll find out, Mike.
Well, the driver here turned his truck to avoid hitting a pedestrian and lost control, I guess. And his truck turned over on him. Oh, the poor devil. He got it bad, I'm thinking.
The truck belongs to the Intercity Trucking Company.
Yeah.
They're one of the trucking companies who refused to join the MTPA.
Yeah, that's right.
What became of the pedestrian?
Well, I don't know.
Did any of you people see the person whose stupidity and haste caused this accident?
Yeah, I saw him.
He was standing on the corner for some time. And when he saw that truck coming, he started running across the street. He stopped suddenly. And when he saw the truck crash, well, he ran away. Which way did he run? Across the street the way he started?
No, the opposite direction. Well, what do you think, Johnny?
This wreck was planned, and I think I know who planned it.
Calling cars 42 and 47.
47.
Calling
That's us,
cars
Danny.
42
Yeah, I wonder what's up.
and 47. Go to 1327 Rankin Street. There is a fire in a garage.
Come on, Danny, let's step on it.
42 and 47.
Looks as if the Modern Truckers Protective Association was out for blood this time.
And why, Danny?
That garage is where the Intercity Trucking Company parks its trucks.
Calling car 47. Calling car 47. Go to 3rd and Pine Street. There's been an accident.
Give it a gas, Danny. Oh, boy, this is our busy day.
I never saw anything like it. His car went zigzag from one side of the street to the other like the driver was drunk. and then it came right up on the sidewalk and crashed into the store here.
What caused him to crash?
Well, I really don't know, officer.
Where did you first notice him?
Up the street a piece. Nick Martinez's coffee pot. He was eating a mess of mushrooms.
Mushrooms? In a coffee pot lunchroom?
Yeah, I thought it was funny. Nick don't serve us no mushrooms.
Did Nick seem to know this man?
Yeah. This guy says to Nick, Nick, you sure know how to cook mushrooms? And Nick says, I cook them special for you, Mr. Goodman. Every Tuesday, I make special for you myself, these mushrooms. And this guy here says, sure there ain't no toadstools among them. You know, toadstools is poison.
So I've heard.
Yeah. And then when I came out, this guy was getting in his car. And like I said, pulled out in front of me.
So now look at him. The poor devil is dead.
Yes, Mike. This looks like a case of murder.
Danny, you've had a busy day.
Yes, Doc, and an interesting one.
What did you find out at the hospital?
They performed an autopsy on Goodman and found evidence of food poisoning.
Who was he?
He was head of the S&M Poultry Company.
That's one of the companies who've been fighting the poultry racket, isn't it?
That's right.
And where does Nick Martinez, the restaurant man, come into the picture? Now, what motive would he have for plotting the death of one of his customers?
That's what the Blue Beetle is going to find out tonight.
How?
Nick's brother, Julio, is a wealthy importer of fancy groceries and foodstuffs. He has a sort of a dude ranch out beyond the city limit.
What's that newsboy calling?
I don't know, Doc. I'll see you in just a moment.
Get your latest steaks there. Eat all about it.
Here you are, boy. Give me one of those.
Yes, sir. Here you are. Thank you.
What's the paper say, Danny? Banker Williamson, president of the Drovers and Provision Dealers Bank, was killed by a bomb which blew up his car when he stepped on the starter.
My. And he was one of our finest citizens. An honest, straightforward businessman. Now, who could have wanted him out of the way?
I don't know. But Julio Martinez, Nick's brother, is one of the directors of the bank. And he may know.
So what are you going to do?
The Blue Beetle is going to ask Mr. Julio Martinez a few questions and waste no time about it. So long, Doc. Don't wait up for me. And don't worry. The Blue Beetle may be out till dawn.
Conchita, you're one cute senorita. Come, give Julio the big kiss.
Conchita likes the big rich man, the big kiss. Is that good, no?
No,
Oh, my marriage is not good.
he's not big enough.
And here is a bigger one.
That is better. Tomorrow you will begin to make much money with this kiss.
Conchita like that. What Conchita do?
Conchita meet with rich man who will not do what Julio wants. Conchita make rich man's wife jealous.
Oh, me, I like to make other women jealous. That is fun.
See, Conchita will have much fun, but not this rich man. Pedro,
Si, senor.
wine for Conchita.
Thank you.
And tell Mexico Pete I'd like for him to do tricks with his laria.
Si, senor. I bring him pronto.
And now, my friends, we will eat, huh? For you, my brother Nick, yes, make chili con carne. And his specialty, mushrooms a la Martinez. What is this sound?
It's the Blue Beetle signature. He must be. He is here.
And what, may I ask, is the cause for your visit to me, Blue Beetle? This is not the masquerade party. These are my friends, and they...
Hired thugs and murderers.
who make strange accusations, masquerader, and annoying ones. You are greatly outnumbered, Sir Knight in blue armor. Depart before
Before you what?
Before I call the police.
Police are already on their way here.
The police, Conchita don't like the police.
Francio! Quiet, everybody. We are respectable citizens. We do not fear the police. Why have you called them, masquerader?
To pick up the murderers of Banker Williamson, poisoner of Samuel Goodman,
The rotten gang of racketeering crooks. Grab him, men! Bring the machete.
Put that gun down, Pedro. And you're next, Julio. And as for you, Nick, with your machete, I'm allergic to knives, so drop it. Don't try to run away, Julio. I want you as a special guest for the police.
Good work, Pete. Trip the Blue Beetle with your lariat.
What I do now, senor?
Sit on him and put gag in his mouth.
I have his hands, senor, boss.
Try them, Pedro. Pete,
See.
throw your lariat over that beam there and haul the Blue Beetle up by his feet. Then tie the end of the lariat to the post on the stairway.
Si, senor, I do. But my lariat, she is good one.
Now I will buy you another one. Everybody will go out by the back way. Take the cars and go to my yacht. I will join you there as soon as I have done away with this Blue Beetle.
What would you do with him, eh?
Let him hang by his feet from the rafters until the police arrive. For a long time they have wished to capture the Blue Beetle. I, Julio Martinez, make them president of the Blue Beetle.
What will happen when the police arrive? Will they capture the Blue Beetle? Or will he free himself and escape to pick up the trail of Julio Martinez and his gacketeers? These questions will be answered in the next episode of The Blue Beetle. Copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine and the Blue Beetle magazine. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspaper. And don't forget to listen in to The Blue Beetle. Sweeping down upon the underworld to smash gangland comes
The mysterious, all-powerful character who is a problem to the police, but a crusader for law. In reality, Dan Garrett, a rookie patrolman, loved by everyone, but suspected by none of being the Blue Beetle. As the Blue Beetle, he hides behind a strange mask and a suit of impenetrable blue chain armor, flexible as silk, but stronger than steel.
Today's episode of the Fox feature, The Blue Beetle, is the second part of a story entitled Two Rackets in One. In the first episode, several trucks belonging to the Intercity Trucking Company have been wrecked or damaged by fire. The head of the independent S&M Poultry Company has been killed in an accident after eating some poisoned mushrooms in a restaurant owned by Nick Martinez. And both the Intercity Trucking Company and the S&M Poultry Company have refused to join or pay tribute to so-called protective associations which Dan Garrett believes are operated by Julio Martinez. wealthy brother of Nick. Also on the same day, J.L. Williamson, president of the Drovers and Provision Dealers Bank, of which Julio Martinez is the director, has been killed by a bomb attached to the starter of his motor car. As the episode ended, the Blue Beetle, who interrupted a gay party at Julio Martinez's home in the hope of bluffing some compromising admission out of him, is involved in a fight with Julio's hirelings. As he is chasing Julio, he is tripped up by a lariat in the hands of Mexican Pete. The crooks, before fleeing, gag and bind him and string him up by the feet from a large crossbeam as the sound of police sirens fade in.
Good thing those crooks didn't put that gag in tight. Now if I can just double up like a jackknife, free my hands. There, my hands are free. Now to double up. Grab the rope. Got it.
Hello there. Open up. It's the law.
Why not break in the door, Mannigan?
I'm not breaking in any man's door to ask him some civil questions. Besides, we ain't here to make an arrest. We're just here to question Julio Martinez or whatever his name is.
Well, a man with a name like that can't be on the level. Maybe he's a crook.
And what makes you say that?
Well, he's a foreigner, ain't he?
Now look who's talking. And you, one generation out of County Kilkenny and Ireland. Are you a crook officer or
Well, that's different.
Oh, it is now.
Now, maybe he ain't home.
And maybe your mother's cat had kittens.
So why don't you try the door? Maybe it ain't locked.
And maybe you'd like a kick in the shin.
There, see? Just what I told you.
Shut up. Anyway, I did my duty according to regulations.
Hey, look, Mike. There's a rope hanging from that beam. Maybe Martinez...
On himself and his ghost is hidden his body.
Well, all right. What do we do now?
And we'll report back to headquarters. Come on now. Maybe the chief will send us out here again in the morning.
Gosh, that was close. Lucky that beam was wide, or Mannigan and O'Toole would have spotted my Blue Beetle armor. Now to get down and make a little search among Julio's private papers. He didn't take them with him. The Blue Beetle's going to put Julio Martinez and his gang behind bars.
Well, Danny, you had a narrow squeak last night.
Yes, but I got what I went after. Listen to this. I found it among some burned papers in Julio's fireplace.
What is it?
A letter from J.L. Williamson, president of the Drovers and Provision Dealers Bank, to Julio Martinez.
Incriminating?
Very. Part of the letter is burned away, but enough's left. Now listen. I have received proof you are secret power protective associations. Inasmuch several lives snuffed out terrorist look upon you as murderer. Unless you resign directorship, bank, I shall turn evidence over to, and that's all except the signature.
You had the goods on Martinez, apparently.
Yes, and this letter will help to hang Senor Martinez.
But first you'll have to catch your man. Didn't you say you heard him tell his men to meet him aboard his yacht?
That's right.
Well, what are you going to do?
The Blue Beetle is going to commandeer the fastest plane he can find and scour the seacoast. Well, so long, Doc. The Blue Beetle's going to fly high, fast, and true. Tomorrow at this time, the trucking and poultry rackets will be smashed.
Good flying weather today, Joe.
Yeah. Understand the Army's going to test those new bomb sites this morning.
Yeah, there's one of the bombers over there now. Boys ran it out of the hangar a few minutes ago.
Hey, look. There's someone there driving out to the plane. See that low-slung roadster there?
Yeah. That's not an Army car either. Come on, let's see who it is.
Yeah. Looks like that mysterious guy who's always wearing blue chain armor and a mysterious mask.
The Blue Beetle?
Yeah, that's it. Come on, we better speed up. Yeah, he's going to climb into that cockpit.
Hey there! Hey! Hey, get out of the way!
mighty important business when the Blue Beetle defies the United States Army.
Yes, and there's 3 live bombs in the bomb rack of that plane.
Ah, this yacht is beautiful, and the weather is beautiful, and...
Conchita, she is beautiful.
I like a man who owns big yachts. I think Conchita marry man who owns big yachts. How you like, Julio?
That is matter we will discuss when the other matter is just done.
What do you mean?
There is much work to be done. Money to be made to be sure his mouth will be closed permanently.
You mean the Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle is now in the hands of the police. They will not believe him. I have destroyed written evidence. But there is human evidence that must be destroyed.
Ah, you are ruthless man. Conchita love ruthless man.
Beg pardon, Senor Capitan. There is plane off there, sir. Moving fast this way.
His army plan. He is no concern about. Tell Manuel to head out to sea.
Aye, sir.
And tell Sparks to get in touch with Rogie ashore by wireless and report.
Aye, sir.
But look, Julio. That plane, she's coming down. She's coming close to us. What do you think those 5 glasses, Julio?
Our interfering masquerader.
You mean the Blue Beetle?
See.
Oh.
Pedro.
I go.
Pedro. That plane is the Blue Beetle. Give him, with my compliments, a salute from the machine gun.
Si, senor. I knew it pronto.
Pedro is one good shot, huh? Mr. Blue Beetle does not like our salute. He has fly away. Maybe now he will mind his own business.
I hope so. But look, he's coming back.
So? Well, if he wishes more salutes, we give him plenty.
But maybe he give us the same thing. Conchita no like bullets.
You go below, Conchita. I do not want you to be hit.
Si, senor, I go downstairs. It is not so noisy.
Look, he's driving right to the ship. Shooting after me. Like a bombing plane. Hey, release them all.
Julio and some of his men were killed when you bombed his yacht, Danny.
Yes, but Conchita and Julio's brother Nick were rescued by the Coast Guard.
What about the bomber?
Well, I managed to land her safely on Randall's Beach. She'll be all right with a little going over.
Lucky Uncle Sam's men didn't catch you.
Yes, it was. As soon as I beached the plane, I dived in again and swam, mostly underwater, to Ellis Point. I waited there until dark, then slipped through the police lines, which were spread out to capture the Blue Beetle.
Well, Danny, according to the newspapers, Nick confessed his part in the racket and also incriminated several politicians who were bribed by his brother Julio to prevent action by the police against Julio's fake protective association.
That's fine. If it weren't for crooked politicians, these business rackets couldn't flourish as they do.
Well, they don't last long after the Blue Beetle starts nipping.
The Blue Beetle will continue to nip as long as there are crooks preying on honest businessmen.
And so 2 rackets were smashed by the Blue Beetle with 1 bomb. The lesson of this story is that the rackets in this country are being rapidly eliminated by aroused citizens and the agencies of law and order. What new adventures await the Blue Beetle in his one-man crusade against crime and the underworld? Can he continue to outwit the forces of evil? These questions will be answered in the next adventure of the Blue Beetle.
a copyrighted Fox feature appearing in Mystery Men Comics magazine and the Blue Beetle magazine. The Blue Beetle is on the air twice a week on this same station. Consult the broadcast schedule in your local newspaper. And don't forget to listen in to the Blue Beetle.